بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
إن الدين عند الله الإسلام.
بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد محمد رسول الله. When we talk about calling the people to Islam, what we're saying is that we're calling them to a special relationship between them and their Creator. We're not calling them to our club, we're not calling people to our particular fraternity or sorority. What we're doing is telling them about a way that they can be closer to their Lord and closer to success of this life and the next life. Islam is a noun, but it's based on a verb, aslam. This is important to understand because you don't call people to something you don't even know what it is. You'd be surprised that many people calling to Islam know less about Islam than a guy who's out here trying to sell used cars knows about used cars. Because if I'm going to sell something and people ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I'm not going to be much of a salesman, right? Well, in calling to Islam, I should at least know what does Islam mean. Often we find Muslims say Islam is peace. And this is not correct. Salam is the Arabic word for peace. And if you say, well, it means peace. No, it doesn't, because they're both Arabic words. And we don't say Islam alaikum, we say Salam alaikum. And if you said, well, it has peace in it, you're right, but even then it's not the peace that we mean when we say Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum, the peace of Allah be on you or with you. But when we say Islam, what we're talking about here is a relationship between two entities. One of a servant, the other of a master. And it's very clear from the meaning of the word, because it is in English, you have to have 5 English words to get aslama. The first one is surrender, and that's to give up. The second one is to submit. And to submit here, you're going to really turn yourself over. Say, okay, here I am, ready to go. What do you want? Ready to do it. Now orders are coming, so you obey. Third word is obey, obedience. And it's not the kind of obedience that you do like, okay, I'll do it, and if you force me, or, you know, if I have to, if anybody's watching. So the next word is sincerity. It's sincere. Total sincerity, because the person is doing it not just because he's been told to do it, not just because he wants to make other people happy, not just because he wants to get some money for it or whatever. He's doing it because he said he would do it. He's going to do it no matter what happens. And it's very sincere, and he's not doing it for showing off. He doesn't care if anybody sees him or not. He doesn't care if anybody likes it or not, even if the whole world is against him on what he's doing. If he's doing it for his master, he's going to continue to do it. That's a big sincerity. And then finally is the word salam, or peace, in it, but it's conditional. It's the kind of peace that the person finds after he has submitted, surrendered, obeyed in sincerity. He finds peace with whatever the outcome is. Don't think that it means if I do all these, then I'm going to get what I want. No, it means that I'll be at peace with whatever I get. Make this distinction and write this one down. This is worth writing down in English language. The difference between success and happiness is simple. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. And only the last one is really tawfiq in Islam. The tawfiq in Islam, the word success in Arabic, tawfiq, is to be happy with whatever you get. Many of us, we want things and we go out after them. But in almost every single case, you never get exactly what you wanted. You get something. You may get more than you asked for, less than you asked for, different than you asked for, similar to what you asked for, but it's never exactly what you thought it was going to be. And in some cases, you don't get anything at all like what you wanted. But in all cases, the one who is doing aslama is going to be in salam with what he got. He'll be peaceful with it. Let us look to the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ to understand what this means. He said, Ajib, amazing is the ahwal or condition of the movement, the believer, because only khair, good, happens to them. Now right away you'd be going, wait a minute, I know lots of Muslims got killed or drowned or burned in fires, even in Hajj that happened one year. How would you say only good happens to them? Listen closely to what he says. Amazing is the condition of the believer because only good happens to them. Whenever they get what they want, they get the things they like, they make shukr. Shukr is to say thank you to Allah. Shukr Allah. Alhamdulillah. So they make shukr to Allah. And whenever they wind up with fitna, any really trials, calamities, and anything befalls them, they say what? Alhamdulillah, and they are what? Sabr. And the word that was used in the hadith is sabr. Patient, steadfast, and persevering. Remember that sabr is not really properly represented in English with the word patient. Because patient is like, you know what? Okay, I'll wait for you. Are you done? Are you finished? Okay, I was patient. That could be patient. Well, at least I didn't drive off and leave you, right? This is a persevering and steadfast kind of thing where you just hang on and hang on and hang on. And Allah is as-sabur. And if you want to do the etymology of this word and you look it up in the Mawrid and take understanding from the shuyukh, you'll be surprised. It is very big. So unfortunately we chopped it off, we say patient. But so the one who is being really sabr in these conditions, in other words, they're not going crazy, not pulling out their hair, not ripping off their clothes, not going stupid, because people used to do that. Whenever any big calamity, you get news of somebody you love very much, they just died, and they would go crazy. It's not permitted in Islam. This is not Islamic way. You find a big calamity has happened. And what is the Muslim supposed to say? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So you already know, from Allah we came, and to Allah is the return, and that's it. It's from Allah. The only reason you are here right now is from Allah. The only reason you're sitting here is from Allah. And whatever happens next is from Allah. And you didn't like it, then you didn't like Allah. Simple as that. So we'll continue with the hadith, and he said that whoever is in this condition as a movement, it's going to be good for them. But it's only in the condition of the movement. I'll repeat it again in context, and now you can understand it. The ajib, amazing or astonishing, is the condition of the movement, the believer, because only good happens to them. Whenever they have the things they like, comes their way, they make shukr to Allah, thank you Allah. And any difficulty, fitna comes to them, they make sabr, persevering, and it's all good for them, but it's only in the case of the believer. So this is how we understand it. So when I want to explain Islam to somebody, and I'm talking to them about being sincere, this is a condition. And when I'm talking about the peace, this is the condition. These are related very much. In fact, all of it is one package. These are not separate words. And in Islam, you don't do one word and then move to the next word. For instance, like in salah, you begin to learn to do salah. A new Muslim, he's learning to do salah. And you can have somebody there helping them, and they would have to do standing and bowing and what they do, but they don't have to do the words yet because they don't know yet, but at least they can go through the motions, somebody helping them, or a piece of paper in front of them step by step. But it wouldn't be acceptable that he'll just do 1 rak'ah a day and 2 tomorrow and 3 the next day and work his way up, because that's not it. So in the same way, the word Islam, you don't say, well, I'll start out just with the word surrender or just the word peace. No, because I gave you the component words so you understand the overall word. But somebody is not ready for Islam until they're ready to do all of it at the same time.